I am the Regional Director here in Silver Spring of the Regional Services Office, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all to the County Executive's FY27 Capital Improvement Program. For those of you who don't know, Silver Spring had a banner year last year. We were named the #1 place to live with a family. Woo! Yeah, you can clap, you can scream, it's all right. One of the most diverse communities in the entire country, one of the nicest places to live, one of the most generous places to live, fastest growing population, and something hyper-local was Maryland's coffee capital. So that expands every day. Just visit a new roastery and coffee cafe that opened recently. It's my pleasure to introduce the Vice Chair for the Silver Spring Citizens Advisory Board in one moment, Mr. Ken Lemberg. But before I do that, just want to thank all of you for coming out. It's critically important to weigh in these times. I see some folks who are longtime Silver Spring residents popcorn around here, and I see some fresh young faces, so appreciate you all in the middle table getting involved in this civic process and learning the importance of budget. We welcome you all. Now, without further ado, Ken Lemberg, come on up, the Citizens Advisory Board Vice Chair.
Yeah, I want to just echo what Jacob said. Thanks everybody for coming to our beautiful Silver Spring Center. And on behalf of the Silver Spring Citizens Advisory Board and the center staff, we want to thank you for being part of this capital improvement program, budget program with the county executive and team. Just a bit briefly about the Silver Spring Citizens Advisory Board. We generally meet 2 times a month, second Monday and fourth Monday of the month. At this time is 7 o'clock. And we generally have a full agenda on that second Tuesday. A lot of community programs that we highlight, and we get community input, and then we project that to the county executive and to county council. And then generally the fourth Tuesday of the month will be a committee meeting with a more specialized topic. So I want to thank you again on behalf of our whole advisory board and our chair, Melanie Fondra-Kay, for being here, who's in the back, I see. And other members are there as well. So without further ado, we'll introduce Julie Knight, OMB Executive Representative. Thank you. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all again for coming out. As you said, my name is Julie Knight, Fiscal and Policy Analyst with the Office of Management and Budget. And so I'm here today to give you some background on the county's capital budget process, also to talk about what we hope to get from this community budget forum. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the third of 6 community discussions that the county executive is hosting across the county. And this is as we prepare for the next full CIP for the fiscal year 27 to fiscal year 32. So this forum is the county executive's opportunity to listen to your priorities as we go into the development of the capital improvements plan. So again, thank you all for coming out. The county executive as well as the advisory board really appreciates you taking the time to be with us here this evening. So first we'll go over just a few basics about the capital budget. The county actually has 2 budgets. The first is the operating budget, and this budget actually supports the program and services for the county. And then the second one is the capital budget, which is our focus of our conversation tonight. And this budget supports the construction of buildings and infrastructure in the county. So the CIP includes capital projects, which are large, expensive projects that take quite some time to implement. They go from planning to design to construction, and then finally to opening of those facilities. So because of this time frame, these projects are programmed over a 6-year period, and that's called the Capital Improvements Program. So we have a biennial capital budget cycle in the county. So in the full year for the Capital Improvements Program, that would be in the odd-numbered fiscal years. That's when we consider all projects that are part of the Capital Improvement Program, as well as any amendments or changes to those existing projects. In the even-numbered fiscal years, which we consider an off year, we only consider amendments or changes that are an urgent nature to any previously approved projects. So we utilize this schedule because we want to try to ensure a level of stability to all of our projects so that we can make sure that they're successfully completed and opened. So the first 4 years of any 6-year CIP, we have projects that are already programmed and allocated from the previous capital improvements program. So for that reason, new projects that will be added are usually added to the 2 years for the program. So for example, for the FY27 to FY32, that would be for FY31 and FY32, where we'll be adding new projects this year. This is a snapshot of how funds in the 6-year CIP are programmed and allocated. So you can see here the largest category shown here in the blue is for education, and that is about 37% of the capital improvements program. Transportation is our next largest category in the orange here. That's about 30%. And then the remaining about 33% is what funds all other things that the county has to pay for. So this would be like police stations, fire stations, parks, recreation centers, libraries, etc. Okay. All right, so when the county executive looks to invest for this CIP, he looks for resources to invest in his capital priorities. So we listed those here. And so just to highlight a few of these, we like to emphasize affordable housing, which has been a major concern during the county executive Elrich's tenure, and he's made significant investments in that area. Also, the Montgomery County Public Schools capital needs is also a major priority of the county, as well as transportation, and specifically bus rapid transit in Montgomery County is a major focus for our county executive. So how can you inform the capital improvements program? So as we mentioned before, we have more forums like this to engage the public in feedback sessions. Also, you can participate in public hearings that the council will hold as they consider the recommended budget. You can also participate in boards, committees, and commissions. And we also encourage you to use email and letter writing to reach out to your elected officials. And finally, we also ask that you please utilize 311, and that way you can let us know about any infrastructure needs that you see throughout the county. Okay, remember we looked at the chart earlier and we pointed out that school construction is 37% of spending in the capital budget. So we also wanted to highlight that it is the elected school board that prioritizes the individual school projects in the county. So they consider the recommendations that are presented by the superintendent. They then make a recommended capital, they then make a submission for their capital budget, which is transmitted to the county executive. And then the county executive will make a recommendation about how much funding is affordable, but he does not make recommendations on individual school projects. So in order to voice your priorities or what's important to you regarding Montgomery County Public Schools projects, any of the other outside agencies projects, it's best that you reach out directly to those outside agencies. And so the contact information for these agencies is included in the QR code that's on your table. So we want to make sure that you record that contact information so that you can contact them. This slide shows the timeline for our county's budget process. Right now we're in the process of completing our community engagement conversations like this one, and that's to allow the county executive to collect information about what's important to you. That's going to lead into submission from the county departments, which occurs in the fall. And in the fall and winter, the county executive will be meeting with departments. They'll be reviewing analysis from the Office of Management and Budget, and he'll be making recommendations about which capital improvements projects, and then that will be transmitted to council on January 15th. The council will then consider the recommendation in the spring through public hearings and work sessions, and then they'll take final action on the FY27 capital improvements program in May of 2026. All right, and with that, I'll introduce our county executive, Mr. Mark Eldridge.
Am I changing this, or? Okay. I was wondering what I was supposed to say about physical context. Okay, so how the capital and operating budgets are related. In FY25, more than $225 million in cash from the operating budget was put into the capital budget to support those projects. That is a huge source of money that comes out of the operating budget. And it's the cost to operate new and expanded facilities and debt service. This is our fixed and other commitments, and you can get an idea of what is funded in this budget. The MCPS and Montgomery College are 55% of the budget, which is a pretty large portion of the budget. Public safety is $809 million. The rest of the budget is $586 million. You can see where most of the capital spending is being done. We also pay about $438 million in servicing the bonds. For anybody who thinks that, why are we borrowing so much? Because schools are really expensive, and doing transportation projects, libraries, and all the things we have to build require us to borrow. No government has enough cash lying around to do these on a pay-and-go basis. So we borrow money, we put out bonds, and that helps pay for these projects. And OPEB and pensions are our employee benefits and retirement programs, and we're putting in $206 million a year for that. And PAYGO is this little tiny amount of about $30 million. It's cash that we put into the capital budget, which makes the rating agencies happy. Is that a fair way to describe it? And, we have budget challenges every year. These are kind of like the things we're dealing with most this year. One is aging infrastructure. We know that our stormwater system was put in place, the bones were put in place in the 50s and 60s in the older parts of the county, and it is a combination of wearing out, but also not designed for the levels of stormwater that we're dealing with now. And so we have to make additional investments. We've hired a hydrologist team, and they're actually studying the county to understand not only where the floods are happening, because that's not rocket science material, but where the water is coming from. You just can't assume because an outlet's flooding that it's because of something related to the outlet. It could be the volume of water that's coming from farther up the system that has reached the point where it's too much is collected to flow through the pipes as they should. So that's a big deal. And that when we get around to putting a bill on that, that is not going to be cheap. Because when you're dealing with stormwater, you're talking about digging up the street and replacing very big concrete pipes. And that's nothing any of us are looking forward to, but we know we've got a plan for it. We have new and expanded facilities due to changes in population. Sometimes, like in Clarksburg, which has been existing now for, it's got to be 20 years, they're finally getting a library. So they did not get a library when the town was originally opened. So we're building or replacing libraries. We do fire stations. We've got police station projects. So as our infrastructure ages or ages out, we are providing additional infrastructure, replacement infrastructure. And in the case of the fire department, as the county evolves and develops more parts of the county, you need either more fire stations or more mobile units that basically ambulance units in order to serve the population around the county. And so I will say, to the credit of the department, they've worked a lot more on moving mobile units around, because most of what we respond to, 80% of what we respond to, is health emergencies, not fires. And so we don't need to build fire stations everywhere where we have a lack of health coverage. We can cover that with more ambulances around the county. And community has expectations for new and improved infrastructure. I go into buildings all the time. The schools probably number one, where people are just saying, this bathroom's ridiculous, this floor is uneven, and it's concrete, and it shouldn't be uneven, and it wasn't uneven last year, which means something's going on. People looking at, wanting our libraries refreshed. We've been in a program, rather than knocking down libraries and building new ones, we've been refreshing the libraries, which is a much more advantageous approach to this. I think for the money of one library, we can probably refresh like 10 libraries over a period of time. So we've taken a refreshing approach. It's kind of what I wish the schools would do with their school buildings instead of knocking everything down. We have to deal with inflation, and I think everybody knows inflation's been a problem. The president has just made it a much bigger problem, since we're now going to have trouble getting supplies, and we're going to be paying more because of the tariffs. So we'll see how far our money goes this year, but it probably won't go as far as we thought it was. Federal funding was always uncertain. Now it's incredibly uncertain, and we are going to get punished for anything we do that if you say it's climate change related, we may not see any money for anything that's climate change related. That's the real problem. And if you're building, say, a rec center or some facility in a community, and you're doing it because the community's been historically underserved, and you say it's been historically underserved, that'll knock it out of eligibility for federal money. So we're dealing in this strange new world, and it's going to limit some of our choices. Our tax revenues, especially impact taxes and recordation taxes, have been volatile. Impact taxes are what we get from development. When they build a building, they're supposed to pay taxes, and the taxes are supposed to be for roads and schools. Because there's no certainty of when somebody's going to build a building, you don't have a certain flow of money, and when impact taxes are paid, they're not tied to particular parts of the county or particular projects, because they're not enough to do any one project, so they wind up in a pool of money. And then out of that pool of money, they're drawn for projects that could be anywhere. And I'll say this is a frustration to the developers in the county, because there's no guarantee that they're going to see the money that they paid for a project that affects them. And it hasn't helped that the council over the years has reduced the impact taxes, which has left us less money to actually build infrastructure with. And we have general obligation debt limits. So the county right now is limited to $280 million in general obligation debt. When I was on the council, we were at $340 million. This is a $60 million difference, and that's $360 million of things that we don't build now that we were building before, and that creates some of these problems. The other thing is, since we don't raise the bond limit, it doesn't take into account that when a project goes into the capital budget, say in year one, but it's not scheduled, say, for 4 years or 5 years out, the price of that project 4 or 5 years out is not the same as it was in year one. By the time we get around to doing it, inflation has raised those prices, and we are not making adjustments to the capital budget. I continue to ask the council to consider raising the capital budgets, at least to keep in place with inflation, if nothing else. This shows, it's like a chart of what's happened to our ability to fund infrastructure. And so this is, I'm on the council here, and the black line is what we've actually been doing, and the blue line is what you would have done if you were keeping up with inflation. We broke that link between trying to be close to inflation around here. We actually dipped below over here during the recession. This is what the same $300 million that we spent in 2009 would now require us to spend about $500 million adjusted for inflation. We're now spending this, which is $280. We're not even close to being able to build what we used to be able to build. And so if any of you think your buildings look long in the tooth, or that the schools aren't getting the money they need for renovations, there's no money to get because we're not putting the money into the budget. Next. We need tax restructuring in this county. When this county started, it was all residential, and it was largely federal employees. And the ugly part of Montgomery County history is when DC segregated in the 50s, integrated in the 50s, Silver Spring proudly, the realtors of Silver Spring proudly announced that we're still segregated. And so the white workforce left the district. They built houses here. The houses brought revenue that the county had never seen before. It brought people working in D.C. jobs. It brought their incomes from D.C. into Montgomery County. We had money back then, but we have not had the same kind of growth. We haven't had the same kind of growth since the recession. And so we're not seeing an influx of a lot of new taxpayers, and we're riding on an infrastructure that's aging. These things are kind of moving in different directions. So the economy of the 50s and 60s is not the economy we're dealing with today. We're now more mature and developed, and to maintain our competitive edge, we have to continue to make the investments in the county. Places that want people to move there need to be able to demonstrate their ability to provide infrastructure and address the needs of the community. Northern Virginia has been on a very different path. They figured this out about 12 years ago. When Tyson's Corner back then was just another shopping center, the only people I knew went to Tyson's Corner is because they had twice as many shops and with two giant shopping centers next to each other. Tyson's Corner has been transformed into an economic engine. Montgomery County has done nothing like that. In Fairfax County, they restructured their tax structure, development, and anybody's going to tell you that Montgomery County is the high tax jurisdiction in this area, that is absolutely false. Montgomery County on residential property taxes is the lowest tax jurisdiction in the region, except for the District of Columbia. And I'm going to tell you why D.C. is, then I'll tell you what the other things are. But D.C. is the lowest tax jurisdiction. Their property taxes are 85 cents on residential. They're 85 cents on residential because the rate on a $10 million building in D.C. is $1.89. On a building worth between $5 and $10 million, it's $1.77. And if it's between $2 and $5 million, it's $1.66. So people are going to Virginia to pay massively more taxes than they would pay in Montgomery County, and it's just not a good scenario for us. These are the actual rates, and so here's Montgomery County. The rate on residential property and commercial property are the same. If somebody says, if we raise taxes, I'm going to go to Frederick, your taxes are $1.11 in Frederick, so that's probably not a cost savings for you. And some people say, I might go to Howard County, but Howard County is at $1.33, and that's Montgomery County down here. You go over to Fairfax, they're at $1.17, but commercial property is, the base rate for commercial property is $1.29, almost $1.30 in Fairfax County. And if you're in Tyson's Corner, that number is about $1.54. So when people are telling you people are going to Virginia for the taxes, no, they're not. They're going to Virginia because Virginia took the tax money, built infrastructure attracted businesses, and everybody rose together. And Fairfax did what they should do, which is they told the developers the money could only be used for infrastructure investment. It doesn't go to schools or anything else, just infrastructure. But Virginia realized that raising the money for infrastructure would open the door to more economic development. Economic development would drive more taxes coming into Virginia, and they win. And so if for all of you who are concerned about us in Virginia, we've been in this race. If you think you're in a race, it's a race to the bottom. We have continually lowered our taxes on commercial property, while Virginia has continually raised their taxes on commercial property, and the results speak for themselves. People go to Virginia because there's transportation and they see investment, and Montgomery County can't match it, and that's the kind of thing that puts us at a serious disadvantage. Prince George's County is $1.37, which is substantially higher, and you can see in D.C. So D.C. is actually the lowest on residential. Montgomery County is the lowest on commercial, and you can see where the top rates are in the District of Columbia. So for anybody who thinks we're trapped in the tax situation we are, changing this formula to something more realistic would enable us to provide some tax relief to residents. So you're paying things that you wouldn't have to pay in other jurisdictions because we're stuck with the same tax rate on both residential and commercial property. That makes it impossible in the state of Maryland generally to raise taxes because you can't raise taxes on the commercial sector without hitting the residential sector, and taxing the residential sector is like a lightning rod. for a lot of people. So it's very hard to get a consensus for that, which means we wind up doing nothing, which has been stunningly ineffective strategy. Next. So you guys are going to be doing breakout sections on education, environment, general services, parks, libraries, and recreation. This is your chance to give input. And what we're doing is, and we wanted our folks to have more time this year. We're doing this in the fall, but like they're almost at the same time starting to develop the capital budget in the fall. So we've moved this ahead of the time our folks are actually sitting down and figuring out what are our capital priorities. We've done this with the operating budget. Since I was county executive, we went from a system where we did the community meetings after the budget was already done, which meant that the input was kind of meaningless. And so we moved the community meetings on the operating budget to the fall, so we hear from you before we actually put our budget together. So we've tried to make this more democratic and involve you all more in these processes. Anything else? Great. Anybody have any questions? Simple, complicated, pick your choice. Great, then I'll leave it to the team to walk through this and organize it.
All right. I don't want to turn off all microphones. Well, thank you, Mr. County Executive. We get a round of applause for the County Executive. I want to give some special appreciation and thank you also to the folks who put this on. We have representatives from the Office of Management and Budget, including Director Jennifer Bryant in the back. We have our Technology Enterprise Business Services, TEBS, IT folks. We have our Public Information Office and so many more who have worked hard to put this together today. Director Robin Riley of the Department of Recreation, Director David Dice, Department of General Services, Ms. Laura Stewart, School Board Education member, and so many more. So we're going to dive right into it. As the county executive indicated, this is your chance to provide some feedback on what the plan is currently for FY27 Capital Improvement Program. On your table, there's a QR code that you can scan, or one of the members of the table can scan, that's going to bring up a lot of information that is useful for the conversation. And really, each of the tables is mapped out according to these topic areas. Look down at your table. There should be a sign. If you're not at the table you want to be, feel free to move around. But once again, your opportunity to ask questions and provide specific feedback in terms of what's happening in your neighborhood. From Long Branch to Littonsville, Four Corners, downtown Silver Spring, East Silver Spring, Rosemary Hills, North Woodside, and so many more places that make these communities wonderful. There's a lot of work happening, roads, buildings, and everything in between. So encourage you all to ask the tough questions. Give a little credit where credit's due. There's a lot of people working hard to make this county the wonderful place it is to live, work, and play. And without further ado, I invite you all to jump right in. Did I miss anything? All right.
So if you are unemployed and receiving unemployment insurance or trying to apply for unemployment insurance, there is assistance at the American Job Center located at 11510 Georgia Avenue in Wheaton. And you can walk in any time, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and get help in person.